you know, they like to do what they've always done, so they stick to their methods and they do what they do.
Star Wars or Crocodile Dundee?
Oh, depends which time of my life. When I worked on Star Wars, I would have preferred to work on Crocodile Dundee, I reckon. My parents are both very open and were going to support me no matter what I chose to
lovely.
do. Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah,
Lots of
I can't remember. I've drank them away.
Oh, okay. Right.
Cut that bit. Oh, I feel a bit nervous.
I'm Dave Duffin, and today's special guest is the lovable larrikin from Bellingen, a young scenic artist, a fair dinkum bloke. Please meet Lincoln Head. Hey mate, how are you? You good?
How you going? I'm very well. Very
Good to
well.
see you, mate.
You too, man.
That's great, man. So look, and we're on a show together. We're actually in Fiji, and how's it going? How's life? I mean,
good. Really good. Yeah, it's having a good time. Always nice to have a good boss.
Man, that's good.
But no, it's very good. Very good. Work's been pretty busy the last couple of years, and it's always nice to go somewhere beautiful to swing a brush around.
Oh,
yeah.
Can we get paid for this?
Yeah, I know. It's good, huh?
Well, we shouldn't say that.
Someone else might want to join.
That's good, mate. So, where do you live in Australia when you're not travelling the world?
Bellingen's my home, or near Bellingen, a place called Raleigh.
Okay.
But my parents have a property there, and I have a small shack on their property.
Oh,
so,
that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, it's an escape from the cities, but yeah, that's where I'm based when I'm in Oz. Yeah.
So you grew up there?
In Bellingen. Yep. From when I was 6 or something. And a little bit out of Bellingen, and then sometimes we had mum and dad moved around a bit, so we had houses in Bellingen. And now they're a bit out, and little property there, so it's good.
And so you got brothers and sisters?
One brother, okay. Older brother,
Oh, you said I think you're pretty proud of him. What's his name?
Josh.
Okay.
Josh Head, yeah. No, he's good. He's also into the art world, and very, very prolific with what he does. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, someone to look up to.
For sure.
How much older is he?
He's 43. Oh no, he must be. Oh no, he was born in 1980. I was 83. So yeah, 3 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. Yeah.
So how old are you now?
I'm 42.
42.
Getting on. So when you said a young scenic artist, I'm getting
compared
on.
to the others I've interviewed in the last 6 months.
Yeah. I'm getting on.
And so, what about your parents? Like, what are their names?
Phil.
Yep.
Phil Head.
Right.
Like the screwdriver, and
That's a good one.
and Denise Head. Yeah.
Okay.
Both from down near Dapto and Wollongong area. I was born in Wollongong.
What do they call it? The gong.
The gong. Yeah.
Bobby Fulton's from there. Lots of good footy players.
Lots of good footy players. Yeah. And I guess you could say they were a bit of a footy. Not really my side of the family, but footy family, and or a lot back in those days. It's that was focused on that in the 80s, I guess.
Yeah,
but not for them, not for mum and dad. They're a lot different to that side of their family. But around Dapto, they're from, and I was born in Wollongong.
And then you moved up when you were about 6 or 7.
Yeah, to Bellingen. Yeah. And then I did 1 year at kindergarten in Albion Park, and then moved to Bellingen and did the rest of my schooling there. Yeah.
And what about your mum? What is she?
My dad was a bus driver.
Okay.
Drove the school bus. Yeah.
Wow.
And mum taught.
That's really proud. Your dad's driving the bus.
Yeah, it was good. Everyone knew, and my mum was a school teacher. So everyone knew my dad and everyone knew my mum. So I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't get up to mischief.
So you were safe going to school and safe at school?
A little bit, yeah. Safe or not really allowed to do much wrong.
Couldn't get away with it?
No, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, right. And are they still around today?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's nice. Hey, you can say it later.
Hey, mum and dad. They're hiding out there in the bush and like we're kind of surrounded by national park, and both of Mum actually paints a bit now. She never used to paint when we were young. She paints a bit, and Dad's most of the time in the garden or playing his PlayStation at 70 years old.
Wow!
So, yeah.
Who taught him that? Did you?
Probably
set him
me.
up?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
What traits would you get from your mum and dad?
I don't know if when I was young, like in my early parts of working life, I don't know if I was really such a hard worker, but I think now both of them are hard working, and they always worked really hard to give me and my brother whatever, you know. So I think it was, I think probably that, yeah, mostly that, and yeah, they're both very loyal people and caring people, which I think for the right people I am as well.
Couldn't ask for more than that.
No, exactly, yeah. Some good traits. My parents are good people, yeah.
Oh, that's
really good
that's
people.
really sweet. That's really nice.
I'm trying.
He's a charmer. That's good. So are you single or married or have a partner or children?
I have a partner now, yeah.
That's nice.
Ruth, who works with us. You know Ruth.
Hey Ruth. Hey.
Yeah. So we met here a few years ago on Mana Island. And
That's nice, and things are moving forward.
Yeah, it's good. We it was a year yesterday that we've been together, and she's worked in a few different departments on the job we're working, but at the moment has the pleasure of working with me and you.
Yeah, right. So let's talk about scenic art. Like, why scenic art, and how and when did you get into it?
First thing I'd say is I don't really still now consider myself really a scenic artist. Like, I think there's certain things, criteria, things you need to be able to do and have done to consider yourself that. I think it's like I don't know if it's because when I started it was kind of a lot of old school people still doing it, so I consider that like the high pinnacle. So I think I do some scenic art things, but I definitely think there's like another level that is above that. But when you ask the criteria to be there, I think it's like you want to portraying someone's vision, or someone that's passing down information to you from a head scenic or from a designer or something. I think it's a big thing to be able to interpret what, exactly, good word, to interpret what someone wants you to do, or their vision, and sometimes that can be difficult if you don't have enough information or enough reference material or whatever. But I think that's a big part of it, and you know, there's all the other things, hard work and knowledge of products, materials, and also then when you're working in a place that isn't in a big sound studio, sometimes you've got to think on your feet and do...
freestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you do art at school? Or, I mean, did the art, field of art, did you discover it early? Or
Not at all,
slow,
no. Yeah, like I definitely didn't discover it early. Like I was much more focused on sport when I was young. Yeah, and like I enjoyed playing sport, I enjoyed watching sport. I mean, I was a lot into music. I played a little bit when I was young, but that form of art was mine. Photography, when I was really young, I was into water photography and taking pictures and that kind of thing. But as far as artwork goes, I never did art at school. I was never good at it. Like I had my brother in the room next to me, who I would look at all his artwork and watch him doing all that.
Doing the sport and doing the other interest, it's a good balance you need, because it trains your body to, you know, you've got to have a healthy body to have a healthy mind.
For sure.
To create.
I think in a lot of ways I was sucking in a lot of what he was doing or what he was watching or whatever, because I was the younger brother. I was obviously looked up to him then, as I still do now with a lot of things. But yeah, you kind of subconsciously, I was definitely sucking in a lot of things that he was doing, and now, it's like I see people doing art, or I watch people doing art, and it all seems a little bit like it's almost mainstream, because I've been with, you know, growing up with someone who was kind of quite out there and very prolific with what he was doing. So it was,
My father, I've said this, he was a sign writer.
Right.
And I grew up around in the back of a sign truck.
Right.
So, but I never did art at school.
Right.
Because I was so saturated with it.
Right.
It was
So
kind of a good break.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and it was only after school where I needed cash. I thought, well, Dad's got to
I've done it
give me
before.
a job. You know? And but yeah, I understand why. You know, it doesn't come straight away.
I think sometimes, like I've seen through the years, sometimes the best painters I've worked with aren't necessarily people who are like amazing artists when they were young, or even right into it. You know, a lot of them, a lot of the really good ones, you see they started as a house painter or something. I mean, not all of them,
sure,
but you know what I mean?
sure.
Like they start not.
It's
from the
about
background.
opportunity.
Yeah.
What turns up?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And then it's almost a destiny. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Sometimes you just thrown
when you
into
look back in
And
20
that's-
years, you know, and you go, far
It's
out.
almost exactly for me, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice. So Lincoln, can you give me a brief history of what you've done, like what, you know, in industries? It doesn't have to be in the art. I mean, I'm curious to know what else have you done.
Okay, so a fair few little things in between film, but yeah, I literally left school, had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do.
I don't think anyone really
No,
does.
no, do they? I mean, yeah, I certainly didn't.
A lot of parents do.
Yeah. Well, they want you to do some things,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was. I had absolutely no idea, and then I was doing a bar and waiting course because I thought maybe I'd want to work in a bar while I decide, and got a phone call from a friend, and do I want a job labouring in film in Sydney?
Okay.
And so that's how that was my in. But yeah, other than scenic work, you know, I have worked in bars before, mainly when I was overseas for a bit. But
Which is a really good social education.
yeah,
You
yeah,
get
a little
to learn
bit.
how to work with people.
Yeah, and talk to people, and you know that whole
Work with
interaction.
drunks.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a skill in itself.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and a few times
Which is, I
when
mean, can't tease them too much.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, the as far as other work goes, a little bit in Sydney, in between films when I was living in Sydney.
Right.
I worked delivering poker tables for a while. That was quite a funny job, and also I had a fair stint.
Delivering poker tables.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the real big ones?
Yeah, mostly the round ones and some big
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
just in all pubs around Sydney.
Oh, okay.
It was in quite part of. I think it was around 2004, 2005. There wasn't a whole heap going on in
So
Sydney
you were
film-wise.
about 19? Or was this after school?
No, I was. This was. I'd already worked on a couple of films, and then there was a big
Oh,
break,
okay.
and not much going on in Sydney. But yeah, and then I had another kind of break in the around maybe 2012 or something, and I had to go and do some work that I really disliked. I worked for Coates Hire for a while, and I worked in a factory around home, loading trucks for a while, which wasn't fun at all. And then got back into the game after that.
So but you were given the opportunity to realise what you really enjoyed.
For sure, yeah, and I don't think I ever really, in the early part of when I was working in scenic, there wasn't a whole heap I enjoyed of it, but I liked it. I knew I liked it,
Right.
but I wouldn't say I enjoyed all of it like I do now. And I think,
Just pay the bills.
yeah, kind of, and I think a lot of it is I wasn't confident in myself.
Yeah.
Whereas now, as a painter, now I'm a lot more confident.
Oh, you're good, mate.
Yeah.
You're very
Oh,
good.
thanks, mate.
No, you are. He is.
Thanks. Thanks.
He's very nice.
I try.
Very good.
I try.
So you were talking about your brother inspiring you.
Mm.
Has any other person or a place or an occurrence inspired you that you know?
Art-wise,
Oh,
or-
no. Well, no. As a kid, you know.
Yeah. Not a whole heap. Like, definitely as far as painting goes, an art thing, definitely him. But then, no, not like people I worked with in film for sure. Like
Okay,
people that I
right.
thought were really good and doing things that I was like, how have they done that? And that, yeah, I mean, you get inspired from people you work with sometimes, and
Right.
yeah, with that kind of thing. I mean, yeah, not really life-wise, other than my parents.
Right.
And yeah, obviously friend groups and all that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I drew more from that. Yeah, for sure.
And did your parents support you in the industry? Were they happy for you, or did they have other
I think it's
aspirations?
I think probably like my mum's very intelligent, my dad's very intelligent, just in two different ways. But I think in some way they probably wanted me to go to university or something and do. But you know, my parents are both very open and were going to support me no matter what I chose
that's
to
lovely.
do. Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah, I could do anything and they'd support me, which is awesome. I've had a really good upbringing from a young and all that kind of thing. And I think it wouldn't matter what I chose, they would have been cool with it. But you know, I still think there is a bit of that, not necessarily with them, but a bit of a stigma with the industry. Like some people think you just almost just I definitely didn't have that same kind of support as with some of my friends that'll be like, like, you know, a lot of them looking for the big house.
They don't understand what you do.
Yeah.
You know, they don't
so
get
then
it.
you go back and tell them, they're like, you're going to actually do something,
you can buy
a real
houses,
job.
you can pay houses off, and you can make a good, decent career out of it.
For sure. And like, a lot of the early days, friends would be like, you're going to like actually
It
do
may be 3 months
job.
here, 4 months there, but sooner or later, word gets around.
Yeah.
And it is word of mouth.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for sure. That was every job I've ever had in film or TV has obviously been word of mouth. You know, most of it. Yeah.
So, tell me, what are some of the jobs you've done? The big jobs or the small jobs that you've enjoyed? Can you name some of the shows you've worked on?
Most of them only really been like bigger budget things, mainly because of the people I usually work around. Like Star Wars was obviously a good one to work on. That was the 6th one, Revenge of the Sith, I think it was.
Oh wow! Okay.
That was
Where
fun.
was that? Fox?
That was in Sydney. Yeah,
Fox back then?
yeah, in Fox. Yeah.
When was that? Was that like 2000?
2003, I think.
Okay.
And the one before that, Matrix. That was the first thing Matrix 2 and 3 was the first thing I ever worked on. Wow. And like a
How did you find that? Like, what were the hours and, you know, was it fun?
Yeah, it was weird because everyone that was working on it, like it was a really big team full of incredible artists that I don't really even see that much anymore in film.
Right.
But it was a weird time for me because I was 19 or something, and then coming like a bleary-eyed kid from the country, coming to the city, and then you know, everyone on that job kind of was not happy working on it. Whereas I was really loving it, you know, because I didn't know the politics of the whole industry then, and all the people not getting on, and the whole thing. It went through, I think,
egos perhaps,
big time, and like 4 or 5 different head scenics, and you know, there was a lot of stuff going on that I had absolutely no idea about. But for me, being a youngster in that, I was kind of like, wow, this is so awesome.
Fill those flats, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Clean those buckets and those brushes because there's 100 of them.
And you cannot deny. I don't mind cleaning buckets, even now, mate. You know, there's something to it.
I like to look after my things.
No, that's true.
It was that was fun. And yeah, there's been a lot of fun ones I worked on. Yeah, a couple of years ago, the Planet of the Apes one I had a lot of fun on, and the Pirates of the Caribbean was really fun. Wow. Yeah, lots of ship stuff.
So lots of big shows.
Yeah, it's mainly for me only big ones. Just not because of any other reason other than when I was in Sydney, I was with a kind of crew that was doing that, and now that I'm living in the country, if it's a big budget film, then they can afford to get me to go away and stay away from home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So a lot of the little ones don't really want to do that, and if they're not going to pay for me to drag me away from my house, then I won't go anymore.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Fascinating.
Yeah, good fun. Good fun.
So you've worked on quite a few big shows. It sounds like fun, but some days it's not. But what bothers you sometimes when you're on the job?
It really depends on which job. Like in the younger days, it was dealing with probably people that had their own problems at home. That me being a young and then I didn't understand all that, so I just saw it as, you know, like being a bit patronising or a bit, what's the word I'm trying to use? Kind of talking down on a stupid country kid.
Condescending.
Yeah, condescending. Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of that then, but
maybe
now,
perhaps as you get older, it's like schedules.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we have enough time to do this? You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
But fortunately, you have the skills to cater for the problem.
Definitely now. I feel like you know, it's more like that for me. Obviously, I still can't do everything. I'm by no means a superstar, but the whole thing of it definitely changed a lot when you learn to deal with people more, and everyone's their own person. They have their own problems. They do their own thing. But nowadays, exactly what you said. It's like, and depending on where you work, sometimes it's as easy or as hard as, oh, we need a scaffold here.
Or if you see a rain cloud coming.
Or you see a rain cloud coming. Or you need your boom lift or a scissor lift, but here we don't have that kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's adjustments.
For sure, and thinking on your feet, being creative not only with what you're doing on the wall or whatever you're painting, but being creative in how you're actually going to do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Have you run jobs where there's been a few artists that you've under your control? Would you like to do that? Yeah,
like not full on run, but like, definitely small teams on bigger productions where I've been given guys to help me do things. I've never been, little bits, where I've started a job being in charge.
Yep.
You know, waiting for someone else to come in and take over. It's at the moment definitely not a thing for me, because mainly I don't think the way I work is probably suited to that. I think that people who've been in the game more and understand more the organisational side of it is way more capable. They're way more capable than me to do that job.
Yeah.
Whereas I like to paint. You've seen I like to paint, and the side of it I probably would like is I think I'm pretty good with most people.
Yeah.
I actually think I am a bit of a people person, even though everybody has their problems with people. But I tend to try and at least get on with everyone, and there's aspects of it I like, but there's also a lot of aspects
don't want to
of
miss
it
out.
I don't want to like. Yeah,
it's a challenge, and it can be fun managing a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to miss out on the pleasure of craft.
The cream of it. Yeah. But
if you can balance that, you're going all right.
I think there's probably a point too for people who have done it for a long time, where they have done so much of the creamy jobs and creamy paint jobs that they're like, okay, I've done enough now. Now I'll run the thing, but let someone else have their.
But even still, that's good for them, you know. But to get respect from a team, you've got to show the team, no matter 100%. How good or how old you are.
Lead from the front.
You know, lead by example.
100%. And that's you've probably heard me saying it to people in the workshop we're working now. Like, sometimes people, they might like to kick back and then still say how to do things. But if you're going to tell people how to do things, then you've got to be doing it better than what you're trying to push on them.
Yeah, right.
Because if you're not, then why would I want to listen to you? If you're not, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, if you're not showing me the way.
So do you prefer big budgets or small budgets?
Well, that's back to that thing. I haven't done a whole heap of small. Back in the day,
that's interesting. Yeah,
back in the day, I did lots of commercials and things in between jobs as well. Yeah, back like
lots of
I can't remember. I've drank them away.
Oh, okay, right.
Cut that bit. No, it's there was a lot of exhibitions. I worked for a few different little companies in Sydney. Yeah, there was some big.
Where did you stay in Sydney, mate? When you were down there?
I lived in Bondi for a while. I lived in Erskineville for a bit, and Artarmon as well. When I first moved to Sydney, I lived in Artarmon.
I left school and got a job in Artarmon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Artarmon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just on that. Funnily enough, Channel 9 was at the end of the road. We're on Artarmon Road, Artarmon.
I know it.
Yeah, right. But I never once worked at Channel 9. But at the same time was when I started working in Sydney. So.
Right.
But yeah, good times.
So, do you have any favourite techniques like marbling or Wood graining or texturing or
I like aging. I like getting grimy.
grimy?
Yeah.
Gritty, grimy.
Yeah. I think it's something that I like to see it, and I like to. I think a lot of films I've worked on and times that people hire me is because they have things like that to work on.
Yeah.
A lot of the work I get called for is always location work, and it's always something outside, something. Yeah, I prefer to do that kind of work. It feels easier for me to do that kind of thing. As far as I've done quite a bit of wood graining and things like that, but marbling, I haven't done a whole heap of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is what I was saying before, as far as the Scenic Artist title. I think it's especially in this day and age. I think it gets thrown around quite a bit. I'm a scenic artist when it's like
certainly does
for sure.
Yeah.
When it's like, oh, have you? You know, it's been on and off for me for 25 years, and there's no way I think I'm close to it. And there's some people I hear that are, 5, 6, 7 years in, and they're saying I'm a scenic artist. Like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
That's quite a title, I think, for me.
I see hundreds on LinkedIn who
claim.
who may have worked on one theme park or one TV show.
Yeah.
And then I think that's a bit rich.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
But I
don't
you'll
know
get
if it
found
was,
out sooner or later.
For sure. I don't know if it's because when I started, it was like definitely a big transition, and the way I was shown and to look up to people that are actually masters of the craft. It's
right.
kind of, I don't think I'm near that, so to me it's here,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So in doing these jobs, we need tools, and how important is it to look after your tools?
Very important.
Yeah.
If you get halfway through a big wall or whatever you're aging and a spritzer blows up in your face, or
an airless cracks up.
Or airless cracks up.
Or someone leaves the airless pressure on and you haven't used it for an hour or two.
Yeah, all not so much fun. But yeah, for sure, and that's job to job as well,
Okay.
But I think it goes back to, like I said, it's mostly bigger things. They've usually got a lot of money to throw around, usually got good facilities in a good studio, makes your life easier, it's all a controlled environment, blah, blah, blah. But then you get to a place kind of like we are now, there's everything's hard to access, even hard to get paint at times, it's hard to get supplies.
Oh, that's for sure, especially in Fiji.
Yeah. It can be difficult.
But you learn to cater for that,
For sure, think ahead.
Yeah.
And prepare and check and double check, which you're good at. I've noticed.
Thank you.
I've noticed.
So, I know you've travelled and you've done work here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Like perhaps back in Australia, has the supply industry improved? Do you think?
As far as
Products, safety materials.
Yeah, I guess so. I think.
Right.
I mean, a lot of it, I was based in Sydney at the start, and then now it's a bit all over the place. But yeah, I think it's improved to an extent. I mean, it's because I haven't been the one running the show. I think it's, you know what I mean. It's not usually left up to me, but I think that depends on who you work for as well.
Yeah,
I think people that
Back in the day, when I started, you could only use so many paints and only what was on the shelf. But I think the suppliers are more endeared to our industry, and they don't mind coming in and asking, "What do you need?"
True,
I've seen that.
True. Yeah, right. Yeah, see, like I said, I'm a bit far away from that side of it, but I mean, I've barely worked on a job where it's like, can we have this? And they say no, you know what I mean? Usually it's like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, which is, beneficial to us.
That's good.
Makes our life easy.
That's good.
Easier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Do you think the industry is healthy for body and mind?
Mind, I think so. For me, definitely, yeah. For me, I'll answer the mind bit first. Like if I was to go and paint someone's house, I can probably make as much money, but I'll be absolutely bored to death.
Right.
And you know, that doesn't tick me over at all. Like the few times when I've had to be at home and paint houses to get coin because I haven't been in the city and haven't been on film, I definitely noticed that in me I'm not as happy. But if I mean, a lot of that's probably also to do with working on my own. Whereas when I go and work on a film in the city or here with you, it's not social, but it's still like bouncing off people, creative. It's fun.
I think it's that exterior circumstances while you're on a job really can affect your mood and how your happiness, because I could be happy on a film. I could also be happy up on painting a house on top of Tamborine Mountain.
Exactly.
Just sipping coffee.
Yeah, I agree. And I think body, it's probably not. I mean, we also, that goes between jobs if you've got people that can help you lift things, but you're still up and down ladders, you're up scaffold, job to job. But for sure, the start of when I worked on film, I had a few tumbles and a few injuries and things that kind of still stuck with me, and that's 25 years ago.
Do you think that was your own fault?
Yeah, some of it for sure. Like, I'd just been a bit reckless when I was young and going up ladders too quick or jumping off the side of a scissor lift and having a bit of a trip. Like, just, silly things. But, nothing that I've done really major, but I think just more so the general wear and tear of doing the same thing every day. Like, I am 42 now, but I get out of bed most mornings, or if I big time. If I go home after work and then I lay down for an hour and then I go to stand up, I get up like an old man.
Oh, yeah,
but I guess 42 is an old man, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Surely.
That's good. And so, do you think the health and safety industry has improved in the game, or it's always been standard?
I reckon a bit the same in the film industry. Like, you go onto a job site that's not film related, I think they can be very policed, but I still feel like you can walk around in a film environment and almost do what you want to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, I think learning from when I was young, everyone, myself, I've got more common sense, but I think everyone kind of does, and people are definitely more conscious of it, so they look out for their colleagues and look out for what they're doing. And but in general, I don't really think that it's changed a whole heap. I mean,
it's to the individual.
For sure, and a lot of guys in film as well, if you're working with a lot of people from the old school side of things, they're they like to do what they've always done, so they stick to their methods and they do what they do. I didn't wear a mask then, so why would I wear one now? Or that kind of thing.
That's a big point.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very interesting. Has the industry affected your home life? Like, are there good points, pros, cons?
Not really personally for me, no. I mean, not really. I've always been a country kid or country boy.
Yep.
But the only thing was that the first stint I did in Sydney, it affected me in the sense that I was over the city. But at the time when I moved there, I really wanted to be in the city, so it didn't really affect my home life because partners I had then or whatever. It didn't really affect that. But I can see how it definitely would. But I'm just fortunate at the moment that my partner's kind of doing the same thing.
That's good.
Yeah,
and understands the
100%. Because I've talked about my brother before. Me and him have talked about it before, where sometimes girlfriends or partners or whatever, they don't understand that you have to be away, you have to do this, or you got to work long hours, or you have to do this, thing that we do. Because it has that stigma that it's not a real job sometimes.
Yeah, and the game it's pretty fascinating because it's a whole world in itself. Because you've got every industry under one roof. For sure. You don't get that in many other industries.
Not really, where it's all,
That's what I really find fascinating about the TV film game.
For sure. Like, it's it's everyone's under the same banner, but it's definitely yeah, I can definitely see how it would be, but just personally for me, it's never been a problem. I kind of love the moving around thing.
Right.
Yeah, because I get a bit stagnant in places too long. Like I love home, but if I'm there for 3 months straight, then I'm like, oh, I need a bit of a change. So yeah, it works really well for me.
And how do you think the future of the industry will be? Do you think with perhaps AI creeping in, and do you see many changes in the future?
Yeah, I think so. Like yeah, for sure. But I think at some point it's got to come back to us. I think like in Disney you have the thing now, this volume thing, and all the projected backdrops and all that kind of thing, which definitely takes away from scenic art, in my opinion. But I think at some point, depending on who's getting the gigs as directing and all these kind of things, it's got to come back. Like surely, like having proper physical sets, and like that. Yeah, it's a different game now for me than 25 years ago. That lots of painters, lots of skilled people that can paint really, really cool stuff. And now it's almost the swing around. It's like.
But I wonder what the 19-year-old Lincoln Head would say. Because it would probably be a different.
Like saying that. We
Everything's
need more.
AI.
Yeah. You might be right.
I just thought that myself.
Maybe not, but maybe, yeah. It. Now I definitely like it to go back the other way.
Yeah.
I've seen, like, I can't. It's hard for me to watch a movie now without going, that looks like a cartoon almost, if it's real.
I've seen. Okay, so you see these amazing AI sculpting robots, and you appreciate it, but then you have people saying, "Oh, this will bring back the history." I said, and I'm like, it will copy. It's not going to create a piece that's missing.
No,
it's not creating the context of an original piece.
I agree.
I mean, it's good, but it's just a tool.
Yeah, I mean,
so there's got to be that balance.
For sure, and I think in some respects it can be good, but if you're asking me if like AI art, like that's something even as like a younger person in there, like AI art to me is like, you're just typing it into a computer, and like to me there's no skill in that, there's no heart in that.
No,
you're just doing that, and it's not for me. And like I'd like to see film go back the other way, because definitely I don't watch as many movies anymore, because whenever I watch them it just looks way too polished for me.
No, that's
I like some
that's
realness about it,
Yeah, exactly. It's a good answer.
Yeah, need some balls in there.
Exactly. So real life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Good.
Lincoln, can you define perhaps a stepping stone moment in your career, a sliding door? Has there been one?
I guess just that one phone call. My friend called me and said, "Do you want to clean some buckets and wash some brushes?"
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, more recently, for sure, there has been a couple for me, because I think definitely the act of scenic art or painting, I think in what we do is not necessarily painting houses, but what we do is for sure a confidence-based thing.
I see.
I think it's like it's a strong part of it. You got to have the knowledge, you got to have the techniques, you got to have the skills, you got to be taught by someone or shown the ropes. But if you have no confidence and you have all those other things, you kind of always second guessing yourself or asking someone else.
Yeah. I've worked for a lot of people, skilled people who have been kind enough to give me the freedom to try out and try stuff.
And this is so. I think in the early part of when I was painting on films, I know I was never given the freedom to here's something, go and paint that and then age it. You got to do a lot of things wrong before you get things right, and then once you get it right, people go, good on you. Or a good boss says, good on you, you've done that well. If you're still learning, but I think I never ever in a long time, in the early days, got the opportunity to do that kind of thing. So I think that, that's why I see confidence, I think it's a major thing. Because, I really think a lot of the time you just roll on with a good thing that you're doing because you're like, that's good. And for me, that's good. Yeah.
Could you describe one of the zaniest moments or you've come across on a film or?
Yeah, a few good ones. Paint-wise, like spraying whole hills of grass.
Right,
you know what I
really?
mean? You would have had
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing, like we don't want that grass to look that colour. Can you just airless that whole hill?
Oh, wow.
This kind of thing, yeah. Or
do
painting.
you want it looking wet like it's been rained and gloss, or do you want it dry?
Exactly. I think this one was we were turning it from autumn to spring or something.
Oh, okay.
Charlotte's
Right,
Web, I
right.
remember in Melbourne, we were airlessing a hill of grass.
And then the chippies just go and walk on it.
Yeah, exactly. Footprints through there. And painting leaves on trees, that kind of thing I always find really funny. You know what I mean? Like we've just planted some massive tree and you've got to go and paint the leaves different colour.
Yeah, I've done something like that.
Yeah. Not even a fake tree, a real one. It's weird, isn't it?
Well, that'll last a week.
We do a weird job.
That's true.
Yeah.
Chippies, love them or hate them?
Oh, I've got a big love for some of them. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
nice.
some of them. No, there's some. I love the chippy painter relationship.
Right.
I think it's a good one. Like with the right guys, there's that banner. It's fun, but there's probably a lot of chippies think that I can be a bit unapproachable sometimes, like I do with some of them. But there's like some of my best friends through film have been.
Okay.
And lovable characters. Yeah, classic fellas.
Could
good
you
stories.
name a couple?
I can. Jeff. I think you've had Jeff on the
Jeff
show.
Madden?
Yeah.
Jeff? Oh, that's
He's one of my
Hey,
favourite
Jeff.
characters. Hey, Jeffrey. One of my favourite characters ever working with on film, and I haven't spent much time with him in the last kind of 10 years, but just he sticks in my head just as someone when I moved from the country. He looked after me, he took me to work every day, and it's like and many good stories, funny as anything, and he's a really good man. But there's a ton of them, but he's just one that
that's lovely.
sticks in my head. He's a good man, and lived in Bello for a while in Belgium. He's a good fella.
Would you have preferred to work on Star Wars or Crocodile Dundee?
Oh. Depends which time of my life. When I worked on Star Wars, I would have preferred to work on Crocodile Dundee, I reckon.
Yeah.
So I wasn't into Star Wars at all, and then even after, I wasn't into it. I mean, obviously when I was really young, but then, I didn't get what all the hype was about. It's only been in the last sort of 5 years that I've actually enjoyed watching Star Wars movies. But I don't know, Croc Dundee would have had some pretty cool sets, I reckon. This is what I love about what you're doing with this is I've heard Ray's name. I don't know Ray at all, never met him. But from people I've worked with, I heard his name a lot of times. And for me in the industry, it's such a good thing what you're doing because people you're interviewing are literally people I've heard of my whole scenic life.
Nice?
And a lot of them I don't know,
I'm glad
at all. But watching them, it's really cool knowing their story as well.
Great, thank you
it's
very
awesome.
much.
It's good.
That's
It's
great.
good.
In 20 years' time, you'll be able to watch this, and the young fellas will
And
see
cringe.
you. That's nice. Do you have a construction or an artistic project that really fascinates you? Like, did you see something lately and gone, how the hell do they do that? Anything come to mind?
Not particularly. Nah. No, I got to listen to a lot of music that kind of blows me away. But
Okay, yeah.
I don't. Artistic wise, no. I mean, I'm always blown away by whatever my brother's doing.
Well,
I think
that's nice.
he's kind of as far as sculpture, painting, he does animatronics, music. He's like he's a bit of a jack of all trades. But definitely like if I was to say someone who I find almost the most interesting with what they do art-wise, it would be him. And I've always thought that. So it sounds like a bit of a suck-up little brother thing, but I actually think he's that good.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
good.
yeah,
I'd like to meet him one day.
yeah. He's got his workshop in Bangalore now, and it's closer to the Goldie. He moved his workshop from Bellingen to Bangalore, and he's a very, very creative guy, and always very inspirational and super encouraging of me now doing what I'm doing. And we're going back to the confidence thing. It's only been the last few years where I've had that confidence in myself to be able to make things happen paint-wise, because a lot of the time I was never given that confidence. So, it's good to hear that from someone that I look up to as well.
Well, I can say from first hand that Lincoln is pretty amazing.
Thanks, mate.
Very,
I appreciate it.
Very trusting to get a job done.
Good.
Very good.
Good.
Nice, mate.
Good. Thanks.
So, Lincoln, what's your favourite part of the world?
It's got to be around home.
Okay.
I've got a few that are, on travels that I've loved, but, the closest beach to my house is probably up there.
Isn't that nice?
Just because, it's like empty beach, no one around, beautiful bush, beautiful ocean, good waves when they were on, Tucker's Rock, it's probably one of my favourite places on...
Tucker's Rock?
Yeah. Definitely in Australia and probably the world. I had lots of good memories there when I was young with mum and dad and my brother, and then, lots of memories after that, surfing there with good waves and with my friends. And now that I'm getting a bit older and my lungs don't really like it so much, it's a good place for me to go for a swim.
Yeah, that's great. That's good.
Yeah, I love it.
As Jules Mack said, the beach is his favourite.
Yeah.
It cures you. It revitalises you.
Yeah, for sure. And then around home there's it's most places are quiet in the middle of summer now. There's a lot of tourists as well, but like anywhere. But we have kind of the best of everything. We got the beach there, beautiful bush, beautiful freshwater river there going through Bellow, and then the mountains just behind there as well. So
nice.
I love that part of the world. It's good.
Where else have you travelled?
Lots in Europe years ago. Lived in England for a couple of years.
Wow.
I didn't travel.
What were you doing there? Was that just travelling?
I had a partner at the time there, and she was studying, so I stayed over there. But then I had like snow trips. I did a few snow trips there, snowboarding, and and little bits of Asia. But I've travelled quite a bit, but not like a ton. But quite a bit. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, I love travelling.
Okay, favourite film or TV show?
To work on, or in general?
No, just to watch.
Well, me and you have had some pretty good references. TV show, 100% Seinfeld. It always has been my favourite TV show. Films, I don't know, I get let down these days, but I guess I'm a bit mainstream when it comes to like Tarantino films and that kind of thing. Like I like that kind of thing, but Pan's Labyrinth, have you seen that? I love that film. I think it's a really good film. I think it's done really well.
I love a movie that's obviously it's got massively high production value, but it doesn't look like it's overproduced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that. I thought that was a really good film. I mean, there's a string of others, but these days I like classics and that as well. But I'm not so big on all the kind of like the films that I've worked on. I'm not like I don't love that kind of film. You know, there's not a whole heap. Not a whole heap of films that I've worked on that I actually
I think if you can, a very good director of photography can just do incredible things.
Can make something out of maybe not the greatest storyline, but make it look awesome.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And how important do you find lighting to the industry?
Love that. Yeah. That's like a big part of it, and I guess that's where us guys come in, because you've got to have that kind of tones and whatnot for the lighting guys to work their magic.
But you need their info.
For sure. That's, as we've seen recently, you need feedback from which on a big film I don't get a whole lot of that because I'm a bit further down the line, you know what I mean? But on something like we're working on now, it's nice to be able to get feedback off people that can look at it and then give it straight to us rather than way down the line like I usually am. You don't get that. Yeah, for sure. It's a big thing.
Nice.
Big thing.
Favourite food?
Oh, have to be something Mum cooks.
Oh, see, what a sweetie.
No, she's got a few.
What's it?
I don't know. It's something basic, like very, very bogan of me. It'd be like rissoles and mashed potatoes, something beans, and something like that. Yeah.
Just the right amount of butter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'd be something like that, or I'll just go with that. I think that's a good
nice.
one. Yeah.
Drink? He loves his mum.
Yeah, a little bit. No, alcoholic wise, it'd be alcohol wise. It'd be Jack Daniels. Big time. It'd be Jack Daniels and Coke. I don't mind a couple of those if I've had a couple of beers, but
that's nice.
And any juices I like.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
What's your favourite pastime or hobby?
I got a couple. I like to play golf when I'm home.
Wow, that's nice, mate. I love golf.
Yeah, big fan.
Do they have 18 or 9 holes? You got 18-hole golf course there?
Bellingen's
Did you just hit the golf ball off the head into the
wherever you
rail?
can. Yeah, I'm a marine biologist. Bella's got a 9-hole course with a couple of extra holes, so you kind of play the same 9 twice. But I used to play one close to home called Bonville International. It was really good. When I was kind of not serious about it, but wanted to be really good. So I played a lot there, and Bellingen's obviously my home course. Beautiful course on the river. Bit of a go track, but still awesome.
Nice.
I like to listen to music. I like to take photos. Still into photography. Mostly like wildlife now because it's all at my doorstep when I'm at home. And also if it's not wildlife, snakes and koalas and birds. I love birds.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm like a bit of a bird nut. Yeah, and then and then I also like don't so much surf anymore, but I like to get in the water with I got a water camera and take pictures in the water or videos or whatever. Yeah, so I've got a few hobbies. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, and also travelling with Ruth now. It's good fun.
Nice. It's nice to experience and discover together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been so fun. It's been really good. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You got a favourite joke?
Not that I can say on your camera. No, I got heaps, but no, way too foul-mouthed.
We'll get it later. That's
yeah, I'll tell you.
So, will there ever be an Academy Award for painters?
There should be.
There should be.
If you can win an Oscar for putting furniture in a room, then you should be able to win an Oscar for painting a set, in my opinion.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Shake on that,
for sure.
Yeah,
it takes some skill to. I think a lot in film and television, scenic is and construction as well.
Of course.
I think it's a little bit kind of pushed in the background when really
and sculpting and
exactly. Like it's all pushed to the back, and then a couple of people will throw a few chairs around, press a button on their camera, and they get all the awards. I think they're pointing the camera obviously at the actors or whatever the subject is, but they're pointing it at what we do. So I think I think we're a bit left out in that regard. Yeah.
I think the production designer gets the credit
for sure.
And, it's a lot of responsibility too.
It really is.
We should get a bloody Academy Award.
Go on.
I reckon.
Yeah, go on.
We should create our own.
For sure.
Hey?
What are we going to call it?
We'll work it out tomorrow. That's good.
Yeah, I think so. I think a bit of recognition would be nice.
Okay. If you could choose another role in the industry, what would that be?
Well, before I painted, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a cameraman. I wanted to shoot sport or water, like surfing or something like that. You know, I I was into cameras, but now when I watch now, after being in the industry, I definitely don't want to be a cameraman.
It's pretty arduous from what I've seen. Sure, they get looked after, and they have to know their skills.
Yeah.
Mate, I wouldn't know. So
Same.
I can't say.
Same, but no, I'm yeah. I mean, audio. I'm obviously interested in that, but yeah, I don't think I'd ever.
But I like the cameraman angle because as an artist, you begin to see things through dynamic perspectives.
For sure.
And like your photography,
Yeah.
you pick the angle.
Yeah.
You know. And
For sure.
You learn.
It's all part of it, isn't it? It's all like part of the same realm in a way. It's very different.
Yeah.
Swinging off a brush or a spritzer or airless or whatever you're doing, but it's still it's all about light, angles, colour.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
Yeah,
you know, it's
for
like,
sure.
Can you imagine cameramen before movie cameras?
Yeah.
Still cameramen. They're like,
yeah.
wow, moving pictures, far out.
Yeah,
That's
be
pretty
wigging out
interesting.
for sure. Yeah. But yeah,
that's AI.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, kind of these days. Yeah.
That's amazing. If you could choose another job entirely, what would that be? Away from the industry. First grade cricket.
No, I think that would have been all right.
First grade for Parramatta.
Yeah. Both of those would have been awesome when I was 14, but I didn't grow enough. I couldn't tackle. But I think something to do with wildlife for sure.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like
That's really nice.
yeah, I've always been crazy about animals and very interested in animals, and yeah, I don't know in what regard. Definitely not a vet or something because I wouldn't have had the marks at school.
Zookeeper.
Yeah, something like that, or you know, doing documentaries on animals or something like that. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, it was yeah. I love creatures.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Would you encourage someone to become a scenic artist?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I just think that it's definitely different from when I started in the sense that the turnover is so massive. Because I think a lot of people now just think it's like, oh, I'm going to roll in and I'm just going to be painting a massive set tomorrow.
Right.
When they don't realise that you need, well, you know, I definitely know for me, I went through years and years of doing mundane jobs before I could do anything that was substantial or before I was allowed to do anything that was meaningful. So I can understand that people would be deterred, but yeah, for sure, because I think these days really quality painters are pretty few and far between. I think there's a lot of them, but I think a lot of them have definitely moved on.
I think,
to other
and
things.
I just want to make this clear. When I began, you were firstly a brush hand, then you were a set painter, then you become a set finisher, and then you become a scenic artist.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so
I don't
I
know
went
if it's changed these days. I don't. I
remember
maybe
I started as a labourer,
Yeah.
and then the next film I was a brush hand,
Right.
and and then painter, set painter, and and then
And if you've got a bit of sign writing skills, that's a really added bonus.
For sure.
It really helps.
yeah, for sure, any skill of that kind of thing. I definitely think film's a really good thing for people to get into, and I think scenic art especially, but it just tends to be the case these days that people get involved in it and then get out of it.
Yeah, right.
Which I think, you know, is not necessarily a good thing, because if you've got some sort of skill, then you're gonna be grabbed hold of, you know.
Yeah.
And hard work's the main thing. There's not a whole heap of young people, you know, I don't want to generalise everyone, but there's not a whole heap of young painters that want to just slog for a few years and show people that, hey, I can do the hard work, but I can do the fancy stuff as well, you know what I mean? They just want to do the fancy stuff straight away.
Yes.
I think you got to, in the industry, it is sometimes like a factory job. So you got to do that first before you become,
Right.
to me, anyway, to me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you think the role will become obsolete in the future, or from what you said earlier, I don't think you think that.
No, well, I've definitely talked to other artists about it in the last couple of years. I think it could go a bit further where it almost gets to that stage. But like music, like
I
other
see,
forms
yeah,
of art,
yeah.
I think it gets to a point and then people long for what it used to be.
And
So
that's
it
why
swings back.
every 20 years, everything goes
To me,
around.
to me, that's what I think
That's good.
should happen, whether or not it does. But yeah, I think it. Yeah.
What would be the best advice you could give an up-and-coming scenic artist or painter?
Listen to the people who are willing to put time into you. If they're gonna go out of their way to show you what they can do, then you should listen to what they have to say, because you know way more than I know, but everyone's got their own tricks and their own way of doing things, and you shouldn't necessarily listen to that one person, but you should listen to all of them, because they've all got little trick.
That's right.
And listening's a big thing, and working hard. Like a lot of people don't want to do that, but I think listening's a big thing, and swallow your ego and listen.
That's great advice.
Yeah, I
Great
think so.
advice.
I think so. We're all still listening, aren't we? Well, I definitely
All
am.
learning.
Yeah, learn same thing. Listening and learning. Yeah.
Nice. So, what does the future hold for Lincoln Head?
Well, near future would be finish this job, and then whispers of a few things happening in Australia. And if those things don't happen, maybe Ruth as well has other things happening work-wise. So we kind of, at the moment, just been following each other around to where jobs are so we can be together.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's good. And if neither of those things work out, then we have plans to travel. So that's the near future.
It's an open book. You just
For sure.
see
Just
what
roll
happens.
with the punches and see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying everything at the moment, so it's hard to be. It's hard to be upset.
That's lovely.
It's
mate.
good.
It's nice.
It's good.
Nice to know you're in a good place.
Yeah, it's
Very
good. It's good.
Okay. I'm going to have to put my glasses on here.
Go for it.
I've got a few names.
Yeah.
Just give me either one word or a few words about some of these people.
Okay.
Okay. Zach Jensen.
Jedi. Is it one word or a few?
That's a good one. That's good. Yeah.
No, I worked with Zach on Star Wars, and I remember him only because he had the big dreads. But yeah, good guy.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's nice to work with.
Muzza Ross.
Oh yeah, classic. Yeah, big fan. Yeah.
Simo Ross.
Simo, good. Encouraging and very enthusiastic. Loves his job.
That's
And
nice.
he's good to work with. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean O'Hearn.
Worked with Sean a few times on. He's obviously a big construction manager, but always been really friendly, good
That's
guy.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, you spoke about Jeff Madden, so
Yeah,
about Jeff.
Jeff's one of the great characters of.
Joby O'Hearn.
Joby is Sean's son. He's a really good guy. We have good chats together. He comes over to Fiji a bit, working on stuff. And really good chippy, good organizer, good guy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Michael Swingle.
Swingle, he's my main man. Yeah, really good friend. I've worked on nearly everything I've ever worked on with him.
Wow.
In the early days, he was someone definitely I looked up to. Incredible painter. Looked after me as a young kid, and then now obviously he's running like most big jobs in Sydney or in the
Very
Goldie.
busy, brother.
Yeah. The last job I did with him on the Gold Coast, he always looks after me, always looks out for me. He's been a really good friend and a really good boss for me forever. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's a
Very
good
nice.
guy, a really
That's
good guy.
one. Very
Yeah.
nice. Matt Leary.
Leary, really good painter.
Okay.
Respect him a lot. Yeah, we have most of the location jobs. If we work together, I go with him and other guys. Now the younger crew, and he's the same, like a classic old fisherman guy. Good bloke.
This is good to know because I hear a lot of these names myself, but I've never really worked with them, so it's nice to hear your angle.
Yeah.
It's good. Very nice.
And most of these guys like Swingo and Leary, especially, these are the kind of guys that I hear all the names of who you started work with. They all talk about the, you know, Bill Undry, Ray, Billy Malcolm.
Oh yeah.
Like all these older guys that I never got a chance to work with. This is why I like your pod.
That's nice, mate.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, a few more.
Yeah.
Johnny Seller.
Johnny is another guy I worked with a lot when I was young. Didn't really hit it off with him friend-wise.
Right.
Because he was an older guy, a very good artist. Like I think he's an incredible painter. I still think he's an incredible painter. Had the pleasure of working with him recently, and we worked together a lot recently. And man, he teaches me some tricks and a really funny, dry sense of humor, which is my style.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
love him.
That's
Good guy.
nice.
Good guy.
Junjun.
Oh, can eat a magnum. No, but he's
Or
a
six.
little, yeah, or six. No, he's a little wizard as well. Yeah, it's nice looking over and seeing his smiley face, and yeah, he's a lovable character, and obviously has lots of skill.
That's nice.
Yeah,
A couple more.
yeah.
Marjorie Marshall.
Yeah, I worked with Marjorie on what was it, Pirates of the Caribbean, and I only had one job with her, and I didn't really work a whole heap with her, but I saw her work a lot, and she's up there with one of the best scenics I've ever worked with, I reckon.
Wow,
Yeah, she's an incredible painter,
nice.
and like she probably, if she ever watches this, she probably won't, but I'll send it to her. But no, I honestly thought she was an incredible painter, like
That's nice.
knows her stuff. She's from New Zealand, but she was over working for Michael. Incredible painter, yeah.
Nice.
She was really good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice. I have to check out her work.
yeah, she's good. Yeah,
Okay, a couple more. Max Howard.
Max, one of the young blood, but his artwork outside of film is incredible. I think it's really good, and inside film is really good. And him alongside Sam Clouston, who I told you about before.
Sam Clouston,
Yeah.
right.
So I think those two guys are the best two guys I've worked with recently, who are like, I think both of them are around 30, and Max has his own style outside of scenic with some cool like Asian style artwork, and that's what I'd call it. But Sam is more like a graph artist, but his scenic work is incredible as well. They're both really, really good painters.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
That's nice.
Rate them highly, both of them.
Good.
And they both don't mind a beer, which I don't mind either. So.
Which you probably have after this. So in saying that, it's been a fascinating interview. It's great to spend some time with Lincoln Head. We look forward to hearing more about him in the future. A very talented, lovable, trustworthy guy. If you get the chance to work with him, you'll be very happy. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Dave. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Cheers,
mate,
man.
my pleasure, mate.
Yeah,
And,
I feel a
all
bit
the
spoiled
best.
being on here, but thanks
Yeah?
so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the best, mate.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you so much. Cheers, Dave. Awesome.
Cool, mate.
That was
That's it.
good. I do feel privileged.
Oh, man, that's good, man.